What promise did someone break that completely changed how you saw them? Uncle David was the only adult who ever listened to me. While my parents fought over custody, he'd pick me up for ice cream and let me vent. When they finally divorced, Uncle David sat on my bed and made a promise that changed my life. No matter what happens with your mom and dad, you'll always have a place with me. If things get bad, you call me, day or night. I'll come get you. That promise was my lifeline. When dad started drinking heavily, I'd call Uncle David. When mom's new boyfriend moved in and made me feel uncomfortable with the things he said, Uncle David would appear within an hour. He converted his guest room into my space, painted it my favorite color, even installed a lock on the door. "This is your sanctuary," he said. "Nobody can take that away from you." Things at both houses reached a breaking point. Dad was passed out drunk most nights. Mom's boyfriend cornered me whenever she worked late shifts. I called Uncle David, sobbing. "I can't do this anymore. I need to stay with you permanently. Pack your things," he said. "I'm calling my lawyer tomorrow." For 2 weeks, I felt safe. Uncle David helped with college applications, drove me to school, and actually asked about my day. Then his girlfriend Rachel moved in. She was 24 to his 38, immediately threatened by my presence. At first, it was subtle comments about how much food I ate. Uncle David would defend me, reminding her this was my home too. But Rachel was strategic. She started planning romantic dinners when I had homework due, making it clear that I was disrupting their relationship. The breaking point came when I overheard them arguing. "She's not even your real daughter," Rachel hissed. "Your brother dumped their problem on you, and you're too nice to see it." I waited for Uncle David to defend me, to remind her of his promise. Instead, I heard his voice, tired and defeated. "Maybe you're right. This is harder than I thought. She needs more than I can give." My world shattered. The next morning, Uncle David couldn't meet my eyes. "We need to talk about your living situation. Rachel and I are getting serious, and this arrangement isn't working." I stared at him, waiting for the punchline. "I thought this was my home," I whispered. "It's complicated." "You promised." I cut him off. "You looked me in the eye and promised I'd always have a place here." Rachel smirked from the kitchen doorway. "Things change. You'll understand when you're older." That afternoon, I packed while they went apartment hunting. I left the key on his nightstand with a note. "Some promises should mean more than your girlfriend's convenience." I moved back to Dad's house. Uncle David called a few times, but I never answered. 6 months later, Rachel left him for someone closer to her age. Uncle David showed up at my school, begging to talk. "I made a mistake. Come home. Let me fix this." I looked at him and saw not the hero who'd rescued me, but just another adult who'd chosen convenience over keeping his word. "You had your chance to be different," I said. "You were the one person I trusted completely. Now you're just like everyone else." I walked away and never looked back. The saddest part wasn't losing Uncle David. It was losing my faith that anyone could be counted on when it really mattered.